Okay, so I'm redoing my service dog training. I did it on the other profile, and I don't remember the login information. Honestly, I really don't. But I'm just going to apologize right now with the quality of this video. My camera doesn't, like, if I'm doing front facing, it doesn't turn around if I'm already in video. I already tried this video, and I came to realize that in the middle of the video. So I'm redoing it all over. And so I have to use my back camera and stare in the mirror so I can make sure it's all going well, Anyways, so I'm redoing my service dog, and I'm doing it more detailed. For anybody who is watching these videos that came from my old YouTube account, I did mention about what was the best for the dog's breed, and it's honestly, like, I've never had an issue with any breed of doing service dog training. It honestly goes with you. It depends on the size you like, depends on the exercise, stuff like that. Now, there are different breeds who are more stubborn, who are more eager to learn. There is all that. Like, I'm going to be using for showing things with my dog Onyx, who's pretty well trained with this. Honestly, she's really trained with it. And just kind of, like, show you the commands that she can do. And show you, like, she's pretty trained to where, like, she knows the sign language. I don't even have to, like, tell her the command and she'll do it. But I'm trying. Oh, there she is, snacking away. But so here's when you first get them. I like to get them young as a puppy so you can train them, easier and socialize them and all that. When you first get them, potty training is number one. You always potty train them and socialize big with playtime, exercise, trust. You obviously teach the basic commands like come here and stuff. Like, here, my dog Onyx. I'm going to try to clean my camera real quick. I'm so sorry, guys. This is horrible. Let's see. Okay, let's get Onyx over here. So when you first, like, the very first command people like to is to teach their dog their aim. So be like, Onyx. That's all I got to do. Sit. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. Lay down. So there you go. Those are, like, the basic commands you want. Now, she's not very good at stay because she is trained to follow me everywhere I go. Like, now she's going to follow me because I got her attention. She's been doing commands, and now she's going to follow me everywhere I go. And then during this time, stop, sit, good girl, good girl. This right here is where her thing stays. You stay. She's not very good at it because she's trained to be right next to me. But she's doing all right. Like, she's actually doing pretty good right now. Yeah, come over here. Good girl. I mean, it's a lot of, no, she wants a hug. Yeah, she wants to show that she was a good girl. We do a lot of this over, I just do it randomly. She's gotten pretty good at it where she doesn't get random commands as she used to. I, throughout the day, would stop and tell her to sit, lay down, just randomly, in random orders, come here, stuff like that. And that is the first start. Once you get it down to where she's at, to where, she'll basically, besides for stay is the only problem. But I trained her. That's not on her. That's kind of me, and that's because I trained her to basically follow me everywhere I go, unless she's snacking on my kitchen floor, because I just fed my youngest daughter, like, 5 minutes before, like, she just got done eating, like, 5 minutes before I started making this video. So she's also my cleanup dog. And the one thing about about service dogs is they are work, but they are your best friend. You do everything with them, and they look at you as more than just a family, more than a friend, that they will serve their life for you. And with that, me and Onyx we do everything together, besides for when she's on her period, because we haven't got her fixed yet. So when she's on her period, she gets locked up into she has her own room. And that's the only time she don't like it, is for the fact when she's on her period, because, yeah, she won't wear a diaper. But that's the basics of this video, is just, like, the basics. You get that down, which it does take a while. It's not like if you have to do the random ones, because that is where, if you're doing a training session, the dog's going to do it every time, and you're like, yeah, they're doing really good. Then, quote unquote, cooking in the kitchen, and then you tell your dog to do the command, they don't do it. And you're like, Well, why not? And it's because they're used to doing trainings. They get in treats. I do not give treats every time. I will give a treat once, and it's usually a little crumble of a treat that they get. So because I do not train my dogs with treats, it helps. So I use a crumble to get them there. But I do it with love and affection. When they do something good, I praise them, and so they know what they're working for other than treats. Otherwise, you can get stuck with a dog who will only perform the task with a treat. Not all dogs. Most dogs are usually smart enough to avoid that, but I have encountered dogs who have only performed things with treats, and that is not what you want in a service dog. You want a dog who does who does things on the spot or even without a command. Like if you're having a seizure, she is going to respond without the command because that's what she's trained for, but she was trained without treats, so she don't need a treat. Because when you come out of a seizure, you are not in the state of mind to give a treat to praise that behavior. Now, when we get to that point, I'm just going to do a small basis of explaining of how to do it. Now, you fake it. You fake a seizure, whatever type, you fake it. Obviously we have them, so we know what it feels like, the signs and all of that, and you fake it to teach them the visual. So if you have grandma seizures, then you just fake season, and your dog will respond to it. And at first you praise them for responding to you. That is, and like I said, though, I will get more detailed of that when we get there. Right now, I just want to start with the basis of step by step. So figuring out the breed, potty training, and the basics: come, sit, lay down, stay. Those will be the basics and then once you master that is when you go on to the next thing. It takes a long time to train your own seizure dog, or even a service dog altogether. It takes a long time to train your own, but it's so much money to go out there and do it by a professional. Like I can't even afford it, and I got a nice house, and and it's really, really expensive. So I figured, because I figured out how to do it. I'm been really good with dogs and training, and I've trained a couple of them. Onyx is the only one that I've actually kept. I've had her for 3 years, and I did mention in one of my other videos that I had her for 3 years, and she was a baby. But I went through a divorce, and my ex-husband stole her from me for 6 months, which I'm surprised it didn't mess up her training in any way. Because I trained her the basics, but the rest of it she did on her own. She is one of those special, unique dogs that just did it on her own. I didn't have to really train her. And he stole her from me, and I end up there, like in my old ones, you will see a different dog that's white and brindle, and that was the dog that I thought I lost her when he stole her from me. So I got her, and then it wasn't her fault that things didn't work out. It's just I wasn't feeling it. You gotta have this attachment to your dog. You gotta really, feel that dog. And she did great with her training. Amazing. She's amazing at it. And I gave her to somebody who needed her as well for the training that I did for her. I didn't sell her. I gave her away. And I got my Onyx back. It did not affect her training, and she's actually better than what she was. She's a little bit more skittish because he abused her. But other than that, she really craves, all of a sudden, I'm learning everything and doing the task, caring for me, follow me around, and immediately, she doesn't have to be on a chain or anything because she listens to me like that. But that's kind of like what you want to look in for a dog, and for your service dog, is a dog that you can feel and that you feel like you're going to have a bond with. Me and Onyx had a bond since she was a puppy. I had dogs who accidentally bred, and I got Onyx. And she's definitely, she's a really good dog. She's got her, skittish problems, but she's pretty good. I don't know what she's sniffing the ground for, but this is Oni. Alright. Well, I'm going to get off here until the next video. I hope that helped. I hope I wasn't too, bleh. A lot of things going on. I had a seizure over the weekend, so video is just, yeah. But hope you enjoyed it. Hope it helped. And wait for the next one.